Do you often agree to other people, probably one person in particular, a spouse, a parent, a boss, a friend, etc., just because you don't like to make waves? Because you don't want to cause problems? Or do you do what the other person wants because you don't want them to be upset? I want to talk some more about manipulation, which I covered a little bit in episode 19. And I think this is a really important topic for a lot of people. It's so important that I put it in the lore. It's one of the 12 virtues of Lorichism and self-respect. So stick around. I used to be the most non-confrontational person ever. I had no spine. I was a doormat. I let people talk me into doing things I didn't want to do because I didn't want to cause problems. I didn't want people to be mad at me. Or worse, I didn't want people to not like me. I wanted to appease other people so they would be my friend. The only thing I ended up doing though was getting friends that I didn't need, friends who were okay with taking advantage of me. Nobody respected me, especially girls. I didn't want to be like that. I wanted to be the type of person who didn't take any shit from anybody, who got respect, who didn't get messed with. Full disclosure, life is so much better, easier, more fun, and less stressful. You have to start standing up for yourself today. It's worth it. Couple of things though. We often avoid standing up for ourselves. We avoid making a scary change because we are secretly hoping that the other person will just start treating us better. That people will just be nice to us. Because we're nice. Why can't other people be nice to us too? When you live in the hopes that other people are going to do the right thing, that's not the way to be. Because you are putting your mental and emotional well-being in the hands of other people. You're giving them the responsibility for your emotional and mental well-being. Someone who takes advantage of you, they do it because they can get away with it. What you allow will continue. If you want this to stop, something has to change. And if they're not going to change, why should they? No one is holding them accountable. What does that leave? That only leaves you. You are going to have to start respecting yourself, start developing a spine, and start standing up for yourself. Now, it takes courage, I know. It's uncomfortable. And these people really don't like it when you start doing this. They sometimes get angry because they're not going to get their way anymore. And it may be tempting to want to avoid their negative behavior, their anger, their tantrums. You're already walking on eggshells around these people, trying to be pleasing. You're trying to accommodate them. Understand this. Their anger and their tantrums are not your fault. Learn to be okay with them being mad at you. They're already mad at you all the time, right? Randomly, sometimes for no reason. It's a lot like Aldo Rain said in Inglourious Bastards.
You'll be shot for this?
Nah, I don't think so. More like chewed out. I've been chewed out before.
Okay? That's the kind of attitude you have to have. You know, be okay. With people are going to get angry with you. It's not, their anger is up to them. They're in charge of it. They don't have to be angry with you. You stop thinking that you're the cause of other people's emotions. They're choosing to respond to you in a particular way to get you to do a particular thing. One of the things I like to do when people get irate is just tell them to come back and talk to me when they can be respectful. Don't even interact with them unless they calm down first. Start doing things on your terms instead of theirs. Reward positive behavior. As I said in episode 19, you have to set a boundary and enforce it. Don't reward negative behavior. Start respecting yourself and others will respect you. If you don't respect yourself, they don't respect you. That's just how it is. You set the tone. And this one topic is way too much to cover in a 5-minute video. Definitely check out other resources on this topic. Okay, dealing with manipulation, learning to be assertive. For some, this is going to be easier than others. I understand that a lot of people are in abusive relationships and things like that. And if you think that by trying to stand up for yourself is going to get you physically assaulted or killed even, You know, there's other things you can do, but if you can get away with this, if you can start doing this, I really recommend these things that I'm talking about today. Anyway, get a book. Here's one I recommend. When I Say No, I Feel Guilty. I talked about it in episode 19. It's about assertiveness. It's one of the first assertiveness books ever. I think it's by Manuel J. Smith. Doctor, what I like about it is, I'll get to that in a second. Because like, you have the right to say no. You have the right to change your mind. You have the right to not give a reason for your decisions. And this book actually has what's called the Bill of Assertive Rights. There's 10 of them. And it's right there in the front page. So that's really good. Like here. You have the right to offer no reasons or excuses for justifying your behavior. Let's go down. You have the right to change your mind. You have the right to say, I don't know. Anyway, good book. Check it out. Check them all out. And this takes practice. You're breaking an old habit. The habit of appeasing people. So give yourself some slack to make mistakes. You're going to have to go outside your comfort zone a lot. But you will thank yourself for it, I promise you. What you allow will continue. This applies to everything. Kids, adults, people in charge, the law, politicians. What you allow will continue. Quit expecting other people to just magically do the right thing if they're not already magically doing the right thing. Does that make sense? People will respect you more if you stand up for yourself and don't take their shit. I'm telling you, this is how it works. For nice people, it can seem counterintuitive, but it's true. Don't be a yes man or a yes woman. Make people treat you accordingly. Train them to treat you well. That's what you do. Reward positive behavior. Don't respond to negative behavior. Set the tone, set boundaries, and enforce them. That's it for today. We'll probably talk about this a lot more, but just start thinking about it. Get a book, etc. Like and share this video, and please go subscribe on YouTube. I need to quit my job at Berkshire Hathaway. Another thing, go get the Android app for free, or book one-on-one time with me. We'll see you next time, tomorrow.